Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we take a stack of your sources and extract the most important nuggets of knowledge or insight. Think of it as your shortcut to being well-informed, with surprising facts and just enough humor to keep you hooked.
Hopefully.
Today, we're embarking on an extraordinary deep dive into a compelling narrative you shared with us, titled From Drifter to Devoted, Raju's Journey of Transformation.
Yeah, this one's interesting. It's not your typical research paper you sent over.
No.
It reads almost like a short story, really, or maybe a modern fable detailing one man's incredible life journey.
Right.
So our mission today really is to unpack this deeply human story. We'll explore the lessons about personal growth, empathy, those unexpected connections.
Self-discovery. Yeah.
Exactly. We'll look at what makes this narrative so compelling and, what universal truths it might hold for you listening.
Okay, let's dive right in then. We start with Raju. He's a young man, lives in a simple mud house, remote Indian village, poor background, and he's initially labeled pretty harshly drifter and useless by his own village, even his parents.
Yeah, it's a setup we see quite often in these kinds of transformation stories, isn't it?
It is.
His parents, despite their own, crushing poverty, they held on to this dream for him.
Education.
Education, exactly. They wanted him educated. They'd get him ready for school every day, give him money for fees, books, uniforms, the whole deal.
But Raju,
Oh,
well, he wasn't exactly hitting the books.
not at all.
Yeah.
He spent his days with his friends, hanging out at hotels, drinking tea, smoking, gossiping.
Watching movies even.
Yeah, movies too. And then he'd just stroll home, pretending he'd studied all day.
And constantly asking for more money.
Always more money for, school stuff that was actually just funding his downtime.
That kind of thing can't last forever, especially with parents sacrificing so much.
No.
And the turning point, it comes so dramatically in the story. His father, he's on a trip to the city.
Right, a rare trip.
Steps into a small hotel for tea, and boom, there's Raju.
Laughing loudly with his friends, completely unaware.
Oh, the father's reaction. This story describes this quiet grief, shock. You can feel it.
It's palpable, yeah. He doesn't make a scene there, though.
No. He confronts Raju later, back home, reveals he knows Raju hasn't been to school for a whole year.
A whole year. And think about what that means. His father's backbreaking work in the fields.
His mother saving money meant for her own medicine.
To buy Raju's books. The weight of that betrayal, it must have been crushing for Raju to finally face.
Absolutely. What an unraveling.
It really is. And that moment for Raju, it's described as this catalyst, right? It's not just the father's words, it's the shame.
Deep shame.
Deep shame, yeah. And self-hatred even. He sees how badly he's betrayed them. It's that rock bottom moment.
The first real aha moment.
Exactly. And it sparks this firm resolution. He says, now, no matter what happens, I will become someone and make my parents proud. That's him taking ownership finally.
And the change is immediate, which is striking.
Right. The very next morning, he's up early, wants to find work.
But then reality hits.
Yeah, the consequence of his choices. No education means no decent jobs. Nobody hires him.
But he doesn't give up. He makes another key decision.
Which is?
If he can't get educated, he won't be a burden. He starts doing manual labor, hard stuff.
Carrying bricks, pulling carts, the text says.
Yeah, and he brings all the money, however little, straight home to his mother. A complete reversal from taking to giving.
It shows that internal switch really flipped, didn't it? His parent, well, they were happy he changed his ways, of course. Right. But there's this sadness, too. It's bittersweet. They dreamed of him being an officer, respected, not a laborer.
Ah, okay. So that leads to the next big step.
Yeah, their difficult decision. They decide to send him abroad, hoping for better opportunities.
Which costs them dearly.
Immensely. His father has to sell a piece of ancestral land. That's a huge sacrifice in their context, selling land.
Wow. Okay, so Raju goes abroad to Saudi Arabia and faces immediate culture shock. Doesn't know Arabic, doesn't know the customs, and he's still stuck doing low-paid labor.
Yep. Barely making enough to survive, let alone send anything significant home. You can feel his desperation building again. He needs a better job to end his parents' suffering.
This part really does highlight what so many migrant workers go through.
Absolutely. The sacrifices, the isolation, it's immense. And Raju's drive, it pushes him to accept this really unusual job.
What was it?
Caring for date palms, goats, camels, on a completely isolated desert farm. A madra, they call it.
Isolated, but the pay was good.
Surprisingly good, yeah. 4,000 to 5,000 reals. A big jump financially.
But the isolation, The story paints a stark picture.
It really does. The journey there alone takes a day and a night through the desert.
And the place itself?
Desolate.
Yeah.
Only sand, dry trees, and emptiness. No people, no birds, just silence.
Oof. And then the final blow.
He pulls out his phone.
No signal.
Exactly. Completely cut off. You can imagine his heart just sinking.
How does he cope with that level of solitude?
Well, it raises that question of human resilience, doesn't it? His first instinct is to run.
But he can't.
He realizes it's impossible. It'd take months to walk back. He'd die out there. So he takes a deep breath, closes his eyes, and accepts it.
Wow.
The farm becomes his home, and for a whole year, his only link to the outside world is climbing a distant hill sometimes, hoping for a signal to call his parents.
Just incredible resilience. Okay, so the year of this crushing monotony, then something breaks it.
Dramatically. A fierce desert storm hits one night.
And he hears screams.
Yeah, screams outside. He hesitates naturally. I mean, who knows what's out there?
Right in the middle of nowhere.
But he goes, and he finds 4 or 5 girls stranded near a broken down car.
Stranded in a desert storm. Terrifying.
And his fear turns into sympathy. What's amazing is his immediate reaction.
What does he do?
He acts selflessly, leads them to his little hut, gives them water, his only blanket, his only pillow.
Gives up his own comfort.
Completely. And stays awake all night, guarding them. After a year of silence, the story says he feels sheer joy just hearing other human voices.
And the girls must have been incredibly relieved, finding him like an oasis.
Absolutely, an unexpected bit of humanity in all that emptiness.
So the next morning, he helps them out.
He does. She has amazing resourcefulness, really. Makes them tea, breakfast, but their car.
Still broken.
Yeah, it won't start. They're stuck.
What do?
Raju explains his owner comes every 15 days or so.
Okay.
And it's been 10 days, so he should be there in another 5 or 6. He can give them a ride back to the city.
So they have to wait.
They reluctantly agree. Not much choice, really.
And this forced waiting period, it becomes something more.
It does. It leads to this beautiful, unexpected cultural exchange. The girls, initially scared, they start to relax.
They talk to Raju.
Yeah, they ask about his life, and they're genuinely shocked by what they hear about poverty in India, the struggle for basics.
Yeah.
It's so different from their lives.
What bridges that gap?
The story emphasizes Raju's simplicity and honesty. It touches them. They become fascinated.
Ask about his village, his family.
Everything. The green fields back home, it's like another world to them. They even promise to visit India someday and take him with them. It's a real connection forming.
Just from sharing stories.
Exactly. Empathy growing from listening.
So the days pass, and they grow genuinely fond of him.
You can tell. And when the owner finally shows up, Raju is up front, tells him everything that happened.
And the owner.
He's not upset at all. He drives the girls back to the city.
And then comes the big break for Raju.
Yes. The girls tell their parents about him, his character, his kindness, his honesty.
And the parents are impressed.
Deeply impressed. Enough to offer Raju a job.
Wow. From isolated farmhand to what?
Well, the girls come back to the farm with the offer. It's huge. Double salary, comfortable place, respectable and sheltered work.
How does Raju react?
He's humbled, accepts graciously, and he says something really touching. That their kindness had made him a human.
That's powerful.
It really is. This is more than a job. It's finding community, finding value. Like a chosen family.
It challenges that idea of family, doesn't it?
Definitely. Bonds formed through kindness, not just blood.
So his life changes dramatically. Again, what's the new job like?
He becomes their driver, their helper. But more than that, a friend.
Or the household.
Very much so. He runs errands, helps out. But the best times are the evenings. They talk, laugh, share stories. He even opens up about his past, his mischief, his parents' sacrifices. He's found belonging.
That's wonderful. How long does this go on?
2 years pass like this, and he still hasn't been home.
The girls notice.
They do.
Yeah.
And their generosity is incredible. They tell him he has to take a holiday.
They give him money.
A good sum, yeah. They even take him shopping, buy him new clothes, gifts for his family.
Put a ticket in his hand.
Exactly. And tell him, essentially, go show everyone back home. Raju is not who he used to be. It's like they're validating his whole journey.
So his return to the village must have been something.
Oh, absolutely triumphant. The guy once called useless. He arrives in a car.
Owns a big bungalow now, it says.
Yeah, a symbol of his success. Dressed well, humble but clearly changed, strong.
His parents?
Overjoyed, emotional. Just imagine.
His father probably feels vindicated.
You bet. And he suggests, okay, son, you've made it. Time to settle down. Time to marry.
But Raju's not ready?
Not yet. He's still focused, maybe on that promise. He says he'll discuss it next time he visits.
Interesting. He's achieved so much, but still driven.
And this leads us into, well, a more complicated phase of the story.
How so?
As Raju settles in, this new dynamic emerges with the girls.
Feelings develop.
Yes. Love. It seems all 5 girls, despite being different, develop deep feelings for him. He's their confidant, their friend, their constant companion. Right. And this raises questions, about gratitude turning into something more complex.
Affection becoming possessiveness.
Exactly. What started as gratitude, admiration, it shifts. A strange tension creeps in.
How does that show itself?
Each girl wants him for herself. If one asks him to do something, the others immediately call, "Where are you? Who are you with? Why didn't you tell me?"
Oh, wow. That sounds stressful.
Very. Their easy friendship turns into this silent, awkward competition. You see questions in their eyes, hear bitterness in their voices.
And Raju, does he realize what's happening?
Initially, no. The story says he's simple-hearted, probably never navigated anything like this before.
But the atmosphere must be getting tense.
It does. He starts noticing the taunts, the complaints. "Raju, you just want to go with her, don't you?" Or, "You're no longer useful for our work."
Ouch. That must hurt and worry him.
Deeply. He worries he's causing problems between them, damaging their family bond. He even fears losing his job, or worse, getting into legal trouble. It's a delicate spot.
So what does he do? This sounds like a potential disaster.
He makes a really mature, brave move, actually.
Yeah.
He gathers all 5 girls together, and very respectfully, very gently, he asks to leave.
He offers to quit.
Yes. He explains he feels his presence is causing rifts in their friendship, and he doesn't want to be the reason their relationship falls apart.
How do they react?
They're shocked at first, but then they think about it and they understand he's right.
So they let him go.
No, they plead with him to stay. They promise no more complaints, things will go back to normal.
It shows how much they value him, even amidst the conflict.
It really does. It's fascinating how he, from his background, became the center of all this intense emotion and then had the wisdom to see the problem.
But do things actually go back to normal?
Unfortunately, no. The private competition just seems to get worse.
Oh boy.
And then it escalates. One by one, each girl confesses her love for him.
All 5.
All 5. And they each asked him to choose her for marriage. Give him a few days to decide.
That's an impossible position.
Totally. He's deeply troubled. He cares for all of them, but knows he can only marry one. And marrying one will devastate the others.
Plus his own feelings about his status.
Right. He's still the poor Indian boy, the driver reliant on them. How can he navigate this?
So he has to make a choice.
He does. His final decision. He calls them all together again.
This must be incredibly difficult.
You can only imagine. He tells them with that same simplicity and honesty that he respects them all deeply. But as a poor Indian boy, his heart, religion, and circumstances mean he can only marry one person. It's just not possible otherwise.
How do they take it this time?
They're silent, heads bowed. The story captures it with that poignant question hanging in the air. For whom did we lose and for whom did we win?
Wow. Heavy. So who does he choose?
After, we assume, a lot of soul-searching, he chooses one. The one described as gentle, quiet, and most caring.
Okay.
He confesses his love to her and proposes they marry and leave for India that very night.
That night. Why the rush?
Maybe to make a clean break, avoid more pain, but she has a condition.
What is it?
She said she can probably convince her parents to let her marry him, but not to let her move to India. She wants to stay there.
So a standoff. What does Raju say?
He tells her true love needs sacrifice. He says, "I don't want your wealth, only you."
Powerful.
But then she comes back with her own counter condition, and it's profound.
What does she ask?
She says if he is willing to leave your religion and become a Muslim for her,
Wow.
then she will leave everything, her country, her luxury, her family, and go to India with him.
That's an enormous sacrifice on her part, too.
Huge. And Raju, the story says, accepts Islam for her right from his heart. He says if she can make such a big sacrifice, he can too.
Goodness. That's love transcending everything.
It really is. Religion, culture, status, all of it, overcome by this mutual willingness to sacrifice. It's quite something.
So they marry.
Simply, that night, and leave for India the next day.
And he introduces her to his parents.
As my sponsor, my wife, and the biggest truth of my life.
How do the parents react to all this? The marriage, the conversion?
They're overjoyed. They embrace her completely. They call her the one who made their son a man. Full acceptance.
What an incredible journey for Raju. Just
It really is. From that disobedient son, the drifter.
To a devoted husband. From poverty to finding purpose.
From total isolation in the desert to finding not just community, but a profound love that reshaped his entire life.
It's a story about transformation, absolutely, but also sacrifice.
And the completely unexpected ways human connection can just change everything.
Yeah. This story really makes you wonder, doesn't it? How much is our path set by our early choices versus
the impact of kindness from strangers, those chance encounters that alter everything.
Right. And it pushes you to think about sacrifice.
Yeah.
What are you, listening right now, truly willing to sacrifice for love, for genuine connection?
Especially across those big divides, culture, religion, background.
Yeah. What stands out to you about Raj's journey? We hope this deep dive has definitely given you plenty to reflect on.